Welcome to the new week. This is the early starters on Opportune TV. My name is Lydia Ajayi and I'll be your host for today. You know what time it is when you see me now. And with me I have Michael Armstrong. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Miriam.
Are you happy to see me on set with you today?
It's a wonderful It's a wonderful experience.
Are you sure?
People, we have a Gen Z on set, which is beautiful, and it's the early starters. Okay, it's the early starters. We want to give you something beautiful today. So how are you? How do you look?
I'm good. I've told you I'm not Gen Z.
Okay.
I've been saying this repeatedly. No, she's Gen Z.
Okay. Generation X.
No.
Generation.
Great generation.
I think great generator. I want to say okay, maybe it's another kind of generator.
It's nice to be here this morning. Like, it's really nice. I know you are shocked. I'm shocked too. So let's get right into it. First, we'll start with the newspaper review. I'm starting with Nigerian Tribune. MCR, please, can I have Nigerian Tribune on the screen, please? So first, I have Fubara to implement Supreme Court verdict, orders local government chairman to hand over. That will be seen on the page 23 of the Nigerian Tribune. Page 23 on the Nigerian Tribune. NLC threatens mass action over telecoms, electricity tariff hike. That will be seen on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune. Alleged sexual harassment. We have no petition against Akpabio, says Senate. That will be seen on page 3. You see, this topic is a story for another day. Cause as I keep seeing the updates of this story, my body keeps, how will I say it? It is a story for another day. But this will be seen on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. So we have Dangote to refund customers who purchase PMS above advertised rates from key partners. Wow. That will be seen on page 25 of the Nigerian Tribune. Elumelu commits to boosting Gabon's infrastructure, youth empowerment, and that will be seen on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune. Why I didn't implement 2014 confirmed recommendations, says Jonathan. That is our former president, Goodluck Jonathan. And that will be Ebele, exactly. The husband of There Is God. That will be seen on page 22 of Nigerian Tribune. Still on Nigerian Tribune, we have new ATM fees. Customers groan as banks begin implementation. So banks have started deducting our money, but there is God though. And that will be all on Nigerian's Tribune. MCL, please can you come back to the studio, please? And the next newspaper I have with me, I have Vanguard newspaper, and as usual, anxiety as Fubara begins implementation. Fubara is making the top headline of today. Fubara this, Fubara that, and that will be seen on page that will be seen on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper. Lagos Assembly crisis, plots to return Obasa tickets.
That's wonderful. Obasa is becoming a force in Lagos State, but it is not part of Agenda.
But is it by force? They say they don't need you.
If you say there is,
am I wrong?
The caucus is needing him. The caucus,
It is only in this country a speaker will come with securities and say he is still the speaker. No one can remove him.
Security that he just came to make the plenary a successful one. So
he came to what?
Make the plenary now to assist the plenary, since he was a very wonderful person.
So that will be seen on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. Nigeria flowing with tears and blood. Anglican Church, Baptist Church to Tinubu. Nigerians are starving. Act now. And that will be seen on page 12. Still on the Vanguard newspaper, I have how Nigeria maltreated Igbo for decades. Is that will be seen on page 14 of the Vanguard newspaper. They really maltreated? Because I really don't get.
Maybe he's talking about being marginalized.
Because I remember the last election where they claimed that the Igbos were asked to go back to their father's land and do. Is it me, or it is happening in this country?
Maybe it's castigation or maybe marginalization, but I don't see it as being maltreated.
So next, further hike in electricity tariff will be resisted, says NLC, because this electricity tariff is very help us, and that will be seen on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper. Then I have Ramadan. CAN, that's Khan and Nathan, film over closure of schools during Ramadan season.
That's beautiful.
So what do you have to say about
Khan is the Christian Association of Nigeria. Maybe they have a reason to do that, but the challenge there is that everybody in the times of Ramadan, it should be a peaceful movement, peaceful, you're doing something for Allah, you're doing something for God. But this, their cry, I don't know if it's a cry or clarion call, because if it's a cry, then they are acting towards something. Maybe it's an SOS, save our soul.
Because I read it yesterday while I was on that in the northern states, schools are being closed because of the Ramadan fasting and everything. So I really don't understand what's happening. But that will be seen on page 13. Then in sports, 2026 World Cup qualifier, Rwanda plot Super Eagles fall. Is this a joke? The sports experts, please enlighten me more.
Rwanda is the growing economy of Africa, and Kagame believes that he can push his way towards coming to the Nations Cup and going to the World Cup. Nigeria have not been holding their onions when it comes to sports now, and they have issue of coach for over a year. They changed that gonna roll. Now you're bringing Cheles. Cheles say he wants to stay in Nigeria, though he's a French-born African. He said he wants to stay in Nigeria, and you have a lot of players having going on injury. So Rwanda believe they can have their plots, but Nigeria will shock them. Their ego.
Before Uncle, Super Eagle, it's not easy to be named Super Eagle if you easy do So next, I'm on the Punch newspaper. MCR, please. Punch newspaper. So I have here on the front banner, government agencies brainstorm as direct payment suffers setback. That will be seen on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. ATM loaded with cash as 100 naira withdrawal fee begins. Okay, that will be seen on page 33 of the Punch newspaper. I reserve my comment on that. That will be seen on the Punch newspaper. That will be seen on page 33, of the Punch newspaper. Then I have how buyers will get 65 naira per litre refund, says Dangote Refinery. Well, hopefully. That will be seen on page 31 of the Punch newspaper. I think things are getting easier by God's grace. Fubara dismisses impeachment rumor. Rivers elders caution federal government, and that will be seen on page 44 of the Punch newspaper. And that, I think that's all we have on the Punch newspaper. And up next I have the Nation with me. The Nation newspaper. Fubara, as usual, I will obey Supreme Court judgment. Governor asks council chairman to hand over vacate office. And the story will be seen on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. And at the front, as you can see and I'm seeing, we are both seeing together. Happy birthday, Pastor Adeboye serves as living proof of God's presence in sustainable wealth creation. And from all of us at Opportune TV, we are wishing Daddy E.A. Adeboye a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, sir. We wish you a long life.
Long life and prosperity. Our generation, you are the champion of our generation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Prof said you are our champion, and you really are our champion, because it's not easy. It is not easy, and hopefully by God's grace we also will reach you and exceed you in the mighty name of Jesus. And that will be all on the newspaper review, and let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll give you the business segment.
أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Mu'min and Mu'minat. The blessed month of Ramadan is here, a time of fasting, reflection and divine blessings. This season, we bring Ramadan lineups filled with spiritual enlightenment, inspiring discussions and moments of deep reflection. We invite you to be a part of this noble cause by sponsoring our impactful programs. Let your brand shine in this sacred season, connecting with millions of devoted viewers. Join us in spreading the message of faith, unity, and generosity. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 0703 063 1673 or visit our office 34 Oloyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Estate, Phase 1, Abule Egba, Lagos.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله.
Barakallahu Fiq, Ramadan Kareem.
ولعلكم تشكرون.
Welcome back. It's still your show, Early Starters on Upper TV. And as you all know, I am Lydia Ajayi. And before the break, we went on the newspaper review. And today being the 3rd of March 2025, sorry, there are some stories that made the headlines for me. Because what I've been reading since morning, I've just been and smiling. And Michael, now tell me, what are the stories that made the headline for you this morning? Because I have mine, so I don't know if we both have the same headlines.
The story that made the headlines for me, based on the Nigerian system, I want to use the word based on the Nigerian system. The first story here I'm seeing is the Fubara story. He said he will obey the Supreme Court, but the big question there is that all what was used for the LG polls, the billions are said to be spent, that was spent. That means any judgment from the Supreme Court, those money are wasted. The local government chairman, they will all be relieved of their duties. The people that voted, the votes cast, the beavers and everything will be a waste. So who pays for that? Will they tell me it's tax money? Or will they tell me it's because we're looking for some things between the party? I don't see this as a Fubara rift with Wike. I see it as a challenge within the confines of the PDP, because most of the people that won the polls in Port Harcourt are not PDP candidates.
So are you trying to tell me that this is a fight between parties?
No, it's the PDP and Fubara. I don't think it's something else, because if they were all PDP, you won't see this. If they are all PDP, you won't see this. And Fubara is trying to maintain peace. He doesn't want to go to war in his state. Yes, he's trying to maintain peace, and going to war is not an issue, but he does not want that.
Yeah. Let there be peace, love and light. And for me, I think the story that made the headline for me is the Obasa saga, the Lagos House of Commotion, because that's what it's being referred to now. Obasa this, Obasa that, Obasa this, Obasa that. What is really happening? Michael, please, because I really don't get you. You seem to have more experience and more knowledge than I do. Again, you're talking about age-wise, experience-wise. Maybe you understand Mr. Obasas and what he's trying to do, because I'm shocked myself. Because really, you should learn to take defeat. Am I right? You should learn to take defeat. Someone else has been chosen.
The challenge there is not about winner and vanquish. The challenge is not about defeat and loser.
Okay.
The challenge here, he said 3 days ago, that was on Thursday, and he repeated it on Friday. He said that he is not angry with what the so-called, like he said, 36 representative has done, but he wants it to follow due process. And even if they will remove him, they will have an interim, which is Miranda. Then from there, they will now do another election to put somebody. It's not that they voted him out. So it's not
I thought he was impeached as the speaker.
Yes.
That was part of the process. You've been impeached.
He doesn't see it as. He said they should have an election, and that election, they will now choose somebody among them, because being a vice, said being a vice did not qualify or does not qualify her to be.
No. You all know these things as the norms in this country. If a governor, God forbid, if a governor dies, the deputy is going to be in charge. We take over. Am I right?
That's but in this situation, this guy is alive. And apart from that one, you should know that, like I said, Nigerian's political system is partisan.
Then he shouldn't have been impeached in the first place. He should have worked avoided impeachment.
On the rule of law, with what he did, he can be impeached. People will say, "Don't lead us anymore."
And that's what I'm saying. That he should have acted well. He should have avoided that impeachment. That okay, let me do well, so that these people will not impeach me. I have to lead by example and do well, so that he will not be impeached. Because if he has acted well in the first place, all these stories will not have happened well. A woman will not have even been elected in the first place. So our thing works for good.
Well, the thing there is not that about the women, because a lot of things are going on and saying the woman. It's not about the woman, but like I said, it's the political will of the APC now. Because if it's not the political will of the APC, why are you forming a caucus? Why are you bringing the elders of the APC into the system? You now brought the elders of the APC into the system. They are all APC. So it's only few other parties. But the challenge there now, they are running the system as if it's an APC thing. That's what is happening to Fubara too. They are running it partisan. I say this is our party, and since our party puts you there, our party can do this and can do that. And one thing
do and undo.
One thing you know about Nigerian politics is the judiciary is a little bit funny, because if you have your way, which is not right, you can just say okay, one or two things. But as it is now, the Fubara and the Lagos thing, to me, I see it as being the same. It's partisan. It's because of the party. If not, the deputy can continue. But normally, after any plenary, those people, if they said okay, they want to do an election, that the deputy can continue. The deputy can continue, but he is saying that they should do another election. Now he's going about saying, I'm loyal, but I'm loyal to Tinubu. I am responsible for my actions, but I still want to.
So what if they do another election? They conduct another election, and he still did not win.
He will not win before, because he's been
what if he wins? Anything can happen in this country. I'm not saying otherwise, but this is Nigeria. What if he wins? Will he still be allowed to continue with everything he has done that caused the impeachment? You
said if he wins. Now, the first thing here, we don't know the cause of the impeachment. We don't know the gravity of the impeachment. We only know that they said he said something. But based on the law, law does not deal with emotions.
He was impeached because he was alleged on siphoned, they call it. Funds. Yeah, thank you for the English, Prof. Thank you so much. It was impeached due to that reason. That's why he was impeached. So what if he later wins? Because anything can happen. Will he still be allowed to lead? And what if he takes more fund?
Like I said, it's an APC thing. It's an APC thing. Since it's an APC thing, it's something I am wondering why they are allowing such kind of hullabaloo, such kind of commotion,
proclivity
within the country. Some kind of commotion. Lagos is like the main hub of Nigeria, so everybody is looking at them like this. But like I know, it is a party thing. It's a party thing, and because it's a party thing, they might not want to go to war with each other. They will not, because if they drag it here, nobody will see them on that side.
I think that's one of the things we citizens does not know. Like, we keep supporting, I'm APC, I'm PDP, that we keep fighting with ourselves, not knowing that these people are the closed door, behind doors, your best of friends. Yet we citizens will put their matters on our head like this and be like, I'm APC member, I'm PDP member, that we keep fighting ourselves over people that they are best friends, they are close allies behind closed doors. And I think that's one of the things we should stop in this country. Fine, we can be a party member, but that doesn't mean we should be violent about it while supporting our parties. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
That is one of the reasons for the normal orientation they should give. But the Lagos and the Nigerian thing, no, we're talking about Lagos. Lagos and the Nigerian team, our NOA, National Orientation Agency, I don't believe they are doing enough. They are not carrying the media along, because in every government, apart from you having the people on the presidential media or any other media, the whole media should be carried along. Now, if I say media, I mean broadcast media, not just YouTube and the people on YouTube or people on online TV. No. They should carry us, because we are the one. We are closest to the people. We are the voice of the people. We give the internment of the people. The people see us every day, and the people listen to what we say. But as it's been now, it's been a lot of things, and because of that, the NOA should work with the broadcast media, broadcast television and radio, both terrestrial and satellite, to dole out discipline and orientation for things like this.
Speaking about the NOA and broadcast media that you just said, now, do you think it's going to work? I mean, now that we have this citizen journalism, everyone wants to be everyone wants to be a journalist without passing through the what will I say?
The rudiment.
The rule, exactly. So everything now is online push. Do you think that will really be possible to do?
No, it's possible to do. We have a lot of veterans in the system.
Okay.
Journalism is not, every journalist must have a journal. That's why it is called journalism.
Every journalist
must have a journal.
What?
You must be able to vet, report, write, address. You must be able to ask the why when you should ask the why, because what you're doling out is known as a correspondence. And what is a correspondence? Something somebody can respond to, and you must be a professional to do that. It is not about learning how to speak English. It's about giving out the right information. You have the right words. There are some words you do not say online. There are some characters you don't exhibit online. And there are some knowledge you do not just throw out online. You have to verify it first. And if you do that, I see a lot of stuff coming up. But apart from the Fubara and your Basa thing, I'm looking at the LG autonomy setback. Local government autonomy setback. What does that mean? The local government, everybody, you still your early status. We'll still be going on a break. But before we go on a break, let me just give you this burner. Local government autonomy setback. That is what we'll be discussing on. Let's just go for a break.
We'll be
right back.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Mumin and Muminat. The blessed month of Ramadan is here, a time of fasting, reflection, and divine blessings. This season, we bring Ramadan lineups filled with spiritual enlightenment, inspiring discussions, and moments of deep reflection. We invite you to be a part of this noble cause by sponsoring our impactful programs. Let your brand shine in this sacred season, connecting with millions of devoted viewers. Join us in spreading the message of faith, unity, and generosity. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 0703 063 1673 or visit our office 34 Oloyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Estate, Phase 1, Abule Egba, Lagos.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله.
Barakallahu Fiq, Ramadan Kareem.
ولعلكم تشكرون.
welcome. So before we went on short break, Michael Armstrong said he has some things to tell us about the Lagos local government autonomy setback. But before we dive into that, please let's go on entertainment gist. You know that's why I'm here for you people. You know that's my part. That's why I live for the enthusiasts. So the first story I have with me now, popular reality TV star Mercy Eke has taken a brand new Lamborghini to church for dedication, enveloping the luxury ride in prayers. Pepper them. You know, we have to pepper them in this Lamborghini. I remember that this came amidst this Burna Boy and Sophia saga, where Burna Boy claims or promised to get Sophia a car. It was it a Lamborghini too, where Burna Boy promised to get Sophia Egbuje a Lamborghini in exchange for a romantic relationship.
That's a headliner already.
A good headline.
But Burna Boy, both of them are just making the rounds in the social media.
Now, because this man, what is this man
making the rounds
trying
in the
to
social
do?
media. They are trying to do the social media thing.
So in a video on her social media page, Mercy Eke was seen with her pastor as he prayed over the car, asking that it can be used for the glory of God. Hey, Lamborghini for the glory of God. Well, everything for the glory of God. Hallelujah. So next I have gospel singer Testimony Jaga. I don't know if you know him. Recently shared his thoughts about street pop star Abib Okikiola Omolalemi, also known as Portable Zazu. Is that right? Portable Zazu. So according to this gospel singer, Portable showed signs of demons when he was held. After being guided to Christ by the Zen Nation label, he reverted to his former self in a short time. If you could remember back then, Ryan Portable was trending when he gave his life to Christ in a video, and not long after, this man collected his life back. It was like, not be me, you know, go tell me what I go do, not be you go tell me what I go do. So now this man is saying Portable Omolalomi is demons are possessed, is possessed by demons. Cause really, you cannot be normal. I'm sorry, you cannot be normal and be acting that way. Cause
Testimony Jaga now said Portable is okay. Testimony Jaga is a musician.
Yeah, he's a gospel musician. So he said when he held Portable, he could feel that spirit, the spirits of the demon. He should have just casted the spirits out.
He should have
just cast and bind you and do everything so that Portable can be normal. Because why is he not coming online to tell us that way he saw Kini when you could have just provided the solution in the first place?
I have a word for Testimony. Lay hands on him.
Exactly.
Lay hands.
Cast and bind. In the name of our forefathers.
Abi?
Hallelujah. So next I have self-proclaimed financial advisor Gege has commented on the ongoing dispute between Afrobeat sensation Burna Boy and Lagos socialite Sophia Egbuje, indicating his intention to file a lawsuit against the artist.
Against Burna Boy?
Yeah, against Burna Boy. So this is Burna Boy and Sophia Egbuje's story now. So he said he's going to file a lawsuit against Burna Boy.
He can now. He can. She can.
Because after this story and everything, Sophia actually later got herself the Lamborghini herself. She later bought herself But Burna Boy delivered a sharp freestyle ridiculing Sophia, while announcing his arrival in Kenya for a scheduled performance. So while he was performing, he asked his audience, his fans, to start shouting Opwe, Opwe. That's like a slang, and that slang is alleged to be meant for Gege. So he used his slang to ridicule Sophia. So Gege now is saying he's going to sue him for using his slang to ridicule someone. I don't, all these people on drama, sha.
But the drama is making the rounds now. It's a showbiz thing, so they have to make noise.
You see, on this social media, you just have to have your popcorn and your juice ready while you are scrolling through the social media, because there are gist, there are stories everywhere. So lastly, I have popular Nollywood actress Regina Daniels has set social media on fire after sharing new photos with Burna Boy's Heartbreak anthem. Last, now everybody go to breakfast. You know that song now?
Yes.
Playing in the background. So this comes amid swirling rumors that her billionaire husband, Ned Nwoko, allegedly welcomed a child with actress Chika Ike. And they've even said that this story is not true. It's not. So what is now happening now? Very koyemi. So Idiola abikini ko
They are making it's a social media space. It's a social media space, and a lot of people are making rounds with it and making noise about it. But just enjoy your steez and enjoy yourself. It's still the morning show.
And the story got more utter when Regina Daniel removed her husband's surname from her Instagram's page.
Husband's surname.
Exactly.
She has made her name now.
Removed it. So now everybody's just using their head to eat one another. What's happening? What's that? Well, that's none of my business. I'm not Regina Daniel. I'm not Net Uwoko's wife. I don't have anything to say. I'm just Lydia Ajayi. And that will be all on Entertainment Gist for today. Join me tomorrow. You know I'll still bring more stories on Entertainment Gist for you tomorrow. But let's go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the business stories.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
No be play we come for today. I come they beg now, they beg everybody. I beg because of our colleague, our friend for media. We be comedian too. We una know as Itu Baba Ita. We name be Suleiman Hosseini. And because of him, I come here today. Since September 2024, last year, he done dey sick. And when they diagnose him, they can say he get heart and kidney related issue. But now, as soon as they see him for the screen, so his leg don't swell up. So as in body, all in shoulder, they don't turn. So now he don't even get strength again. And the main problem we get now, the money to they buy drugs. Even before them go talk of surgery at all. But make he get money to they sustain himself. And the drugs are very expensive drugs. That make me come to my fellow Nigerians, come they beg with anything. 1,000 na money, 2,000 na money, 5,000 na money, 10,000 na money. Make una help us support Hosseini Emmanuel Suleiman, where would they call Itu Baba Ita. Now one of Gbenga Adeboye's boy, where they present with Gbenga Adeboye for Fumotan in those days. Now in this critical condition, I beg, you could help. You get about 4 children with wife. Again, for this wahala, I beg my country people. The account where una go help us send money to. If una want assist us, abeg, make una pity am o, make una show love. The account na Oseni Emmanuel Sule 0420496090 Wema Bank. Once again, 0420496090 Wema Bank. The name na Oseni Emmanuel Sule. Now thank you everybody. Look una help o, show love o. Say love your neighbor like yourself. No be play we come for today o. I come dey beg una o. I dey beg everybody. I beg because of our colleague, our friend for media, we be comedian too. The way una know as Itu Baba Ita. What his name be Suleiman Oseni. Now because of him, I come here today. Since September 2024, last year, he done dey sick. And when they diagnose him, they can say he get heart and kidney related issue. But now, as soon as they see him for the screen, so his leg don't swell up. So as in body, all in shoulder, they don't turn. So now he don't even get strength again. And the main problem we he get now, the money to dey buy drugs. Even before them go talk of surgery at all. But make he get money to dey sustain himself. And the drugs are very expensive drugs. That make me come to my fellow Nigerians, come dey beg una beg with anything. 1,000 na money, 2,000 na money, 5,000 na money, 10,000 na money. Make una help us support Oseni Emmanuel Suleiman, where we they call Itu Baba Ita. Now one of Benga Adeboye's boy, where they present with Benga Adeboye for Fumotan in those days. Now in this critical condition now. I beg, you could help you get about 4 children with wife. Again, for this wahala, I beg my country people. The account where una go help us send money to, if una want assist us, I beg. Make una pity am o, make una show love. The account na Oseni Emmanuel Sule 0420496090 Wema Bank. Once again, 0420496090 Wema Bank. The name na Oseni Emmanuel Sule. Now thank you everybody. Look una help o, show love o. Say love your neighbor like yourself. No be play we come for today o.
Vegetables are indispensable in our diet, offering vital nutrients that sustain life, promote health, and prevent diseases. These edible parts of plants, leaves, roots, seeds, and stems have been cultivated and consumed for centuries. Valued for their nutritional and medicinal properties. Truly, homegrown vegetables are a powerhouse of nourishment and wellness. In Nigeria, we are blessed with a diverse array of vegetables that are both accessible and highly beneficial. Here are some examples, along with their proven health benefits. Sweet potatoes are rich in fiber and vitamin A. They enhance digestive health and support a strong immune system. Okra is a vegetable packed with soluble fiber. It helps lower cholesterol. Radish improves lung function and respiratory health, ideal for individuals with breathing challenges. Scent leaves, known as efirin, is renowned for detoxifying the liver and supporting overall body cleansing. Bitter leaf, also known as ewuro, aids in controlling blood sugar and promotes detoxification. Cabbage reduces oxidative stress, acting as an anti-aging agent for healthy skin. Red bell peppers, known as tatashe, is a rich source of vitamin C that boosts the immune system and fights infections. Spinach. This enhances kidney health and cognitive function due to its high iron and folate content. Garlic improves blood circulation and lowers blood pressure with its sulfur-based compounds. Pumpkin leaves, known as ugu. This enhances reproductive health by improving fertility and regulating hormones. Broccoli. This contains powerful compounds that help prevent cancer by neutralizing free radicals. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene. They promote healthy skin and improve vision. Beetroot. This boosts heart health by improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure. Pumpkin. It stimulates collagen production, essential for youthful and elastic skin. Garden eggs, ideal for weight management and liver health. Water leaf helps regulate blood sugar and supports diabetes management. To get the most out of your vegetables, it is important to include a mix of vegetables in your daily meals to maximize nutrient intake. Opt for steaming or light stir frying instead of intense cooking to preserve their nutrients. Add raw vegetables to salads to use as toppings to retain their natural enzymes and antioxidants. Vegetables are more than just food. They are natural medicine for the body and soul. With Nigeria's vast range of homegrown options, making them a staple in your diet is not only easy, but as incredibly rewarding. Whether it's supporting heart health, improving skin, or boosting immunity, vegetables are the foundation of a healthier, more vibrant life. Start today. Embrace the power of vegetables and let your body thank you for years to come. Welcome back. You're watching Early Starters, and this morning I had the pleasure to see my beautiful Lydia, aka Auntie Baby, do the formal introduction of the program and make it a less, should I say, less serious, because it's a Monday morning, unlike what we used to have on a Monday morning, and she made it all cool and calm. And from the story that she read this morning, I picked a particular story which I feel would be of human interest, will interest you, because education is key, and if we get a proper education or have a very good and accurate education system like we ought to have it, we wouldn't be having problems in the nearest future. And the people we proclaim to be our future will, of course, have something to, give back to the society tomorrow, because I see no reason why any state or any government should take down education in the period of Ramadan or Lent. I take the story from the Vanguard newspaper this morning saying Ramadan Christian Association of Nigeria, NAPTAN, film over closure of schools, and that's on the page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. You know what interests me the most? The Punch newspaper this morning, gave an exact precision of how the whole thing, transpired, and they said the Christian Association of Nigeria has issued an ultimatum to the government of Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, and Kebbi states, demanding the reversal of their directives mandating a 5-week closure of schools for the Ramadan fast. And Christian Association describes the move as discriminatory and a violation of the rights of non-Muslim students, because why should we observe that during Ramadan? That means we are going to have a repeat of that during the Lenten period, or when we now have the Isheshe Day in Nigeria as children should no longer go to school, and they are warning that it would pursue legal action if the orders were not rescinded. And in a statement by the CAN president, Daniel Oko criticized the policy, highlighting its potential to worsen the educational crisis in the affected areas and states, and which already count for 44% of Nigeria's out of school children. And because of this story, I have a prominent personality, someone who has been here and there in Nigeria, somebody who has a voice, who keeps on lending voice. I remember he was in a fuming, or should I say a fury, with one of our presidents back then, and is no other person but a renowned professor of theology. I have Professor Olakunle Macaulay on phone, and he will be talking about why the CAN and NAPTAN are fuming against this act. Good morning, sir, Professor Olakunle Macaulay.
Good morning to you all. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
Well, we give God the glory. We're fine.
Oh, Oluwaseun, sir. Sir, I have a story this morning, and I know you are in the best position, to analyze this trend. Should we say that, sir, the government is, like they said, that the government is being discriminatory? Should we say it is a discriminatory act, or it should be something the government should not even dip their hand into? And what do you think this would cost in the nearest future, sir?
Well, it is something. It is not new, and this is not the beginning. This is not the start of the matter. It has started quite a long time.
Right,
the problem we have in Nigeria is that those who should speak keep quiet, and that is the problem we have. Sharia introduced into the system of Nigeria is disturbing, and very unfortunate that it happened. And you see, when you have some states having a government different from the normal government, that secular government of the federation, then it's like a parallel government. It's very, very disturbing. Definitely, it's like having two governments in a state. What we're experiencing today is the effect of Sharia law.
The effect of Sharia law, sir.
Yes, it is effect. We have just started. That's why I said we have just started to see. You see, Sharia definitely is to attend to all aspects of human development. That's what many people do not know. They think Sharia is for Muslims. Sharia is not only for Muslims. Sharia is to control all aspects of human life. And that will include social, academic, economic, institutional developments. So the people in authority in Sharia states are just implementing Sharia laws which is contrary to secular laws. And that is what the Khan is talking about today. So we need to resist it. We need to stop it. Nigeria is a secular state. Therefore, let us have one government, one constitution that will affect all. It is disturbing when you go and stop the children from their education because of this Ramadan. It's very wrong. But you see, when you allow Sharia law to exist, at this moment now, you have no choice because that's what the Sharia law says. And they are implementing Sharia laws. You can't implement Sharia laws when there are many religions in a state. So what happens to the children of other religions? You see, this is what we have to consider.
All right, sir. So, as the president of the Association of Christian Theologians, and I know that you're not being sentimental right now, what are you doing to stop the inclusion of Sharia law into our system? You know, as a country, our ruling system. Is there anything you have put in place, or do you have that authority or power to discontinue this process?
Well, you see, this is our country. This is that you have to realize Nigeria is our country. And when you keep quiet, you are contributing to its destruction. You see, because you allow evil to strive. So we have been talking, and we are still talking. We want people in the government to understand that Nigerians are not happy with the inclusion of Sharia in some states. It is not inclusion, I call it imposition of Sharia. You are imposing it on the people. You know. So we have been talking, and we believe that those people in authority will listen before it blows out of proportion.
All right, sir. So, how would you, advise parents to take this particular? Okay, you said it's been imposed, but then I feel it's not really been imposed since it's not, happening across Nigeria. How would you advise parents to take this, and what should we be looking forward to during the Lenten period? Because we will be observing the Ash Wednesday this Wednesday.
Well, you see, as a Nigerian,
okay,
and a senior citizen, I want people to take it easy, all right? No protest, no strong agitation.
Yeah, I love that. No protest, because some people are planning to protest.
No strong agitation. I mean, let us be talking. You say the fact is that some people in authority are adamant. They just want Sharia. You know, we've been talking not only about Sharia, we are talking also about our membership of OIC, Organization of Islamic Cooperation. We've been talking about the withdrawal of our membership from that. Nigeria is not an Islamic state. So, you see, it's going to take some time because some people rudely and carelessly.
But sir, from this you just mentioned, has there been any kind of genuine relationship with OIC, or have they been supporting you in a way that would allow for the Christian society to also spread their tentacles, sir?
Oh, come again, please.
I said you just mentioned OIC, sir.
Yes.
Sir, so I understand the fact that the Christian Association also have a relationship with OIC. But then, do they give you the support needed when you want to do anything as regards the Christian society? Or now that you are giving your agitation about the closure of schools during the Ramadan, what has been their response so far?
Well, I will say from our research and observation, we find out that many people are not happy. But the fact is that we don't have a listening government. We have a government that is adamant, a government that is a little bit stubborn, you know. So that is it. But like I said, you don't destroy by protesting and by agitating and by burning. What you have to do is you talk about it, and one day, by the grace of God, you know, the soul of Nigeria will be one.
Amen.
So our own position is to make sure that children go back to school and they are properly brought up. You know, the way the school syllabus or the way the school is designed to bring the children up academically. That is it.
Thank you very much, sir, for your lovely and, in fact, insightful contribution. Thank you. I hope that when we call you some other time, you're going to give us the open arm, you know, to receive us. And also, we hope to have you at our studio someday. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless you.
Amen, sir.
God bless Nigeria.
Amen. God bless Nigeria. I love the fact that he ended the call with God bless Nigeria. Yes, indeed. God bless.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
Welcome back. You're watching Early Starters on Operating TV. And you know what I love about that call? We just, that conversation we just had with the president of the Association of Christian Theologians, a renowned professor, let me call him Reverend Olakunle Macaulay. And he ended the call with God bless Nigeria. I hope that we will all wake up someday and, remember to say, God bless Nigeria. When we pray in the morning, we just say, God bless my home, God bless my family, God bless Nigeria. Because in the United States, everyone, says, God bless America. At every point, they've got, the opportunity to do so. And if you want to join this insightful conversation this morning, please call this number 0706 143 7670. I take it again, 0706 143 7670. Or better still, you can engage us via WhatsApp 0905 661 3935 0905 661 3935. And then I'm going to be asking Auntie Baby this morning, how are you? Because I'm just joining you on the program.
I'm fine, no.
And I love the fact that you took the program up beautifully, and you are making it look so soft, and you gave it an endearing kind of touch that everybody would actually participate without
fidgeting? How are they not doing so strict a program?
As NC baby, that's what I'm for. So that's why I'm here for you people. So that's.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on the closure of schools in this area, Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, and Kebbi State, and the closure of the schools for 5 months? What will be the fate of those children?
I think, to me, the closure of the schools for 5 weeks is totally unacceptable, because I'm sure it's the state mentioned. I'm sure it's not only the other religion, that's the Muslim. I'm sure it's not only Muslims that are in that state. I'm sure there are other religions too, and the children needs to go to school. You can't just stop this schooling for 5 weeks because of Ramadan. What if the Christians now say, okay, because there's Lent too, we also want to stop the schooling.
Yes,
we should do that in Lagos State too, and let's see.
Nobody will even applaud you for that. Nobody will even
accept unacceptable. Like, it's really unacceptable. There should be consider other people. What will happen to the fate of other students if they should stay out a good 5 weeks?
But then I feel Ramadan is not that hard as they have portrayed it. It is not so strict or disturbing, and that's why alayhi salam gave the opportunity to everyone that if you are tired, if you are not, if you have an underlying ailment, or you are not that strong to observe, and for the children, just do it after the zuhr. That's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Just ensure that you just break your fast. Do not stress yourself. Give yourself the time to enjoy, and of course sleep well during sahur. And I see no reason why you should keep the schools on lockdown, because this is lockdown. It's not just closure, it's lockdown for the whole of 5 weeks. What happens to their education? What happens to not their education alone, the Nigeria education system? Because at least they are following the same brochure and the same scheme, and in the 5 weeks some people might have done the close up of the brochure and all of those things, and these ones won't have the opportunity to learn in the pace of other students. So I for me, I don't really support it. We have Muslim schools in Lagos State. Their children are going to school, they're observing the Ramadan, and nothing is happening. So why we even away from the Christians, now that there is a formal day for the traditional worshippers, that is the Isheshe day. They gave them 1 whole week to carry the Egungun, to carry the Horo, to carry the Obatala, and all of those things, to carry it around, to celebrate it. We have the Odun Aje, Odun Ifa, Odun Oshun, Gbogbo. Even the Oshun festival, that is even international, does not allow for it. I mean, the Oshun state governor does not allow the closure of school for that period of the celebration of the Oshun festival. So why should we have such happen? Well, it's in the northern part, but we won't say just it's coming from this part of the country. Northern, southern, western, eastern region, we are one, and we all use the same should I say but the same brochure, the same catalog, and all of those things. So we shouldn't be experiencing that. Well, maybe some people feel that we won't say anything. There is an agitation ongoing. There is an agitation ongoing because from the Punch newspaper this morning, I can see that Daniel Oko, the Christian Association president, frowns, at this latest development, and he called it discriminatory, and also he added that this decision lacked transparency and failed to involve broad consultations with stakeholders, including Christian leaders, educators, and parents. And he also said policies impacting diverse populations, Muslim, Christians, and others demand transparent inclusive dialogue with parents, educators, religious leaders, and school perpetrators. And you know what, Armstrong, Michael, because you are looking all strong, because I see the arm, that's why I use the arm first before the strong. I need to see the strong in that your name. What do you feel about this latest, because it's a latest development?
The schools is a little bit disturbing.
Okay.
Because school run on 13 weeks per term. They run on 13 weeks per term normally. Now those ones, if the term is not up to 13 weeks, because after every 6 weeks they tell them to go on a break, which is called on a midterm break. Now,
usually it used to be 2-day break. Now they observe 1 week.
1 week. They are enjoying them. Because the thing there is this.
No, they are not. It's not like they are enjoying. It seems they are following the mental health trend and awareness. Because yes, it's not like they are enjoying, or they are willing to just give them that 1 week because of the mental health status of each kid. They believe now, we are not just running the education system like we used to have it, where your teachers will just eat you back to back, beat you with one bongbola stick, and they say they are trying to impart knowledge in you. Yes, or koboko bulala, all of those things. No, now it's a fresh beginning for this alpha generation. And they believe that once they teach them something with pictures, they don't longer say it via text alone. You use text and pictures, put it together, they will easily assimilate, learn, and they believe that they are procreative. Yes, because they can create even before you teach them to create. You get, they are proactive about their education, so that's why they are giving them time to rest. They believe that relaxing your brain for these young minds, aids their learning.
Well, it's part of mental alertness, what you just said, and it's also part of the Montessori. But the challenge I'm having with this is not that they are telling the schools not to open. They are not even providing education
or telling them to open at a time and close up this time.
And if you look at it, they are being one-sided, because if you say Sharia, if you say Muslim state, there's nothing like Muslim state. It's a Nigerian state. Now you also come in.
Why would you say there's nothing like a Muslim state? For every state there is a state. Everybody knows in Nigeria, whether you like it or not, there is a Muslim state, and the Muslim state, happens to be Kano, Katsina. You can remove Bauchi, because you can remove Jos. You can remove Jos, remove Plateau.
You can remove Kaduna.
Yes, but you see that Kano, Katsina, forget it.
Kaduna.
They don't joke with it.
No.
Did you see what happened during the election, the gubernatorial election? When a lady, she actually was declared the governor.
A lady?
Yes, she was declared, and in less than 4 hours, everyone came out to say that was a mistake. INEC made a mistake. Didn't you hear the story or read the story? They are telling you that this is a Muslim state. A lady cannot come and become their Oga, their governor, cannot run the affairs of the state. A lady is believed to be in the house of a man, or in the other room, or in the kitchen, or beneath a man. That's just it. So everyone knows that this particular state are, whether you like it or not, they are Muslim states.
Is it official? I mean, if that's the case, we should have a Christian state, then we have a Babalawo state.
No, but then we do not.
States.
Even in all of these states, they have the Babalawos and the Onisheshi.
No, you don't understand.
This is
you have a
Africa.
state for that. No, one state should just say yes. We are the Elebalogu state.
Okay, why don't? Okay, if you say we should start accruing a particular
Muslim state.
Michael, if you want us to start accruing states to a particular state, or religion rather, to a particular state, you will say Osun state is a traditional state. They carry it on their head like Aruba Oshuni. You will see that the Oni does not joke with it. Osun festival goes international. Same as your state. the Alaafin. I've gone for the Shango festival many times, and all thanks to should I say the now Atono Shango Paula. I know her.
Paula.
Yeah, she's
lady.
not even a Nigerian, and she's carrying
She's not
the
a
Shango
Nigerian.
thing everywhere. So for every state, there is a particular religion that even you don't need it to be announced officially that this is a Christian state. Do you think the Lagos state that we are talking about is a Christian state? Look at what is happening with the Olosuns and all. They are taking their place in Lagos, and the Elegushis of our time, if you go to the Kate, you go to places like Oshoroko and all of those places, or Ekpe, they have days that even the state government, some workers are given the opportunity to go observe, the celebration or the festivity that comes up during, I guess, June, July, August. So every state has something they are known for, the religion they are known for. But the fact that they close down the school is what we do not, or I do not really appreciate.
The closing down of school is not really appropriate.
But when you talk about
you
the tradition, forget it. Leave Islam and Christianity out of it. We are worshippers of tradition. In Nigeria.
In Nigeria.
We are Africans.
Nigeria or Lagos.
Everywhere in Nigeria, even the Ile Hausa, they have their orishas.
The Ekpe alone you
Okay,
mentioned.
you know-
They
The
do
Ekpe
their
is Ile Hausa,
Kila Jolu
yeah.
masquerade for like months.
For months,
Throughout
yeah.
last year, I went for their Kila
Why do
Jolu
you think? Why
masquerade
do you
for
think the
months.
Lagos State government has to be or has to come to a consensus with the traditional worshippers to have the Isheshe Day, and you have it across the country? The Isheshe
really
Day.
promoting-
It's not even Isheshe week, gossip. It's not longer days, because the Egungus will tell you, if you tell them that why do we still have Egungun outside, they will tell you we have 1 week to parade our forefathers. So such thing you cannot take it out of Nigeria, especially our African setting. So now I don't want you to Benuatelu or remove. You get it? But I just want you to expatiate on why you are not, convenient with or comfortable with the closure of schools.
Well, after all said, I will still stand with this. It is not about religion anymore. It's all about these kids. You're not giving them opportunity to be able to expand.
Yes, it's about the kids. Yes.
Expand their horizon.
It's not
when
even
they
expanding
should.
alone. Now it's about expounding.
Okay. When they should.
You know that expand, not any limitation. Now
but
expounding.
English and grammar. Well, as part of it, I'm just happy with the way the professor spoke. And Nigerians should come
And
to
it
terms.
wasn't one-sided or
No,
sentimental.
Nigerians should come to terms that all this clergy is just like my Muslim brother. Sorry for using that. My Muslim brother is doing this a lot. All these clergies, like in the state of America, they are given to be part of the jury. They are given to part of decision making. Why? Because especially the ones who are not biased. Because they will tell you what is attainable physically. They also tell you what's attainable
And do you
within.
think we do not have Muslims in our decision-making cabinet?
We have more Muslims in the decision-making cabinet
Uh-huh,
than
I love
Christians.
that
That's
you
what I'm
recognize
saying.
that.
We have more Muslims. The Christian folks always believe in your degree, your PhD, and 80% of the people with PhD, sorry to say this, might not be able to defend it the way they should. I can repeat that again.
Repeat it, please.
80% of the PhD holders in Nigeria can just read and write. But telling them to, it's just like you telling me I'm a PhD in mechanics. And you cannot open a generator and lock it. I pass my neighbor, the one they call I pass my neighbor. I don't want to mention Bryant here. You cannot open and lock it. You cannot give me the name of some screws, even if you can give me their scientific name. But you perform the wonders with the screws. You
I think I'm in support of what you just
we should
mentioned.
come back home and start, just like what happened in Kyoto, in Japan. We should come back home and stop seeing education as paper.
In this,
Self-discipline.
you have most of this PhD. You have people carry about. I'm a
doctor of whatever or a professor of their honorary.
Thank you for
Most
using that
are
English.
honorary.
Honorary.
Yes.
That
You
means
see a pastor even calling himself doctor.
Doctor.
no, he's a doctor. Doctor of pastor.
Even a theologian. No, like this professor, I've known him to be an educationist. Even before becoming before becoming or owning a school, he has been an educationist, and now he owns a Christian theology school. He has trained so many. He has tackled different administrations in Nigeria. He's well known. He's renowned. He's got his uptime, his downtime. His children are renowned, and we have some that are even having other information about them. But do you really or befit, or does that position befit your personality? That's what I'm going to. You have a doctor of herbs, doctor of this, doctor of that, and when you ask them, where did you get this, your doctor of herbs, you'll be so.
I was honored.
Yes, honored.
I was opportune to be honored, to be conferred onto.
Yes.
That's the English
Yes, they
language.
confer
I was
it upon them.
conferred
But
on-
one thing you
Yes.
should know about anything honorary, there's a change of cash.
And when I see
Cash.
our celebrities today call themselves honored doctors, I always like question the doctorate, whatever. Who gave it to
who's
you?
your master?
Which school?
Who gave you?
Because
Maybe-
before I could get my own masters, I knew what I went through. I knew how many projects I had to write. I knew how many professors I had to face to be called, okay, I have masters in something. So I can fit into anything and say, yes, with this my master, this is what I can do, this is what I can do, this is of these communications that I'm doing. No. You get it? But who are those people, or where were they, or what have they been doing, or what impact do they have carrying about the professorship, the doctorate, and all of those things? And that's why we have a lot of jamborees,
Charlatans.
administration.
Charlatans.
You get a lot of them. They do not know when to call the attention of the government or strike out some policies and all.
Most of these schools that confer that doctorate on people, I think most of them are being closed down currently. They are already taking actions against most schools that receive cash to give titles. I think they are already working towards
They need to. Anybody must say doctor gongon yes, mo kàwé mo fi gba PhD.
They are under watch.
Yeah.
They are under they are on hot seat right now. I'll call it hot seat because the president of Association of Christian Theologians is part of the administrators in charge of this, and is making sure that this serere, let me call it serere, is brought to an end, because it will be an insult for you that you use cash to get your title, and to those that
actually studied
to get there, it will be an insult to them. So they are really working towards bringing that shenanigans. Yes,
It's a shenanigans.
Let's go on a short break before we need to continue this insightful conversation. I can see some calls are being terminated. I don't know for what reason, but basically because of the network issues, or maybe because it's a morning program. And you know what? We will be right back after the short musical break. Then we will continue this insightful conversation. Stay with us on the program, Early Starters.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-36 57. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
Welcome back. You're still watching Early Starters, the program that brings you updates and the beautiful matters, and of course intimate you on stories that make their ways to the front page of the dailies every morning, Monday through Friday, and you won't want to miss out on our stories from the world of sport, entertainment, and of course business to keep you in trends and to know how best you can put your capital investment and of course fund into proper use, so that some people will not come back to tell you, people that missed school for 5 weeks and then in the nearest future they become financial personnels, they become auditors, and they come to tell you that, okay, this is how we should do it. Don't you forget that they have once missed the most important part of their education some 5 months ago when they were observing Ramadan. Because I do not see reasons why people should celebrate or applaud closure of school for 5 weeks. That's why Wasiu Adeyemi is saying that these people just want to spoil Islam. This is not what the Holy Quran taught us to do. Neither did Alayhi Salam said something about you not being educated because you want to serve Almighty God. Remember, Jesus Christ, alayhi salam, also went to school. He learned a lot, and we have carpenters amongst the disciples. We have fishermen. All of these people went under, and yes, they went under. They were under the tutelage of a professor or a scriptural master. And why should anybody, because of religion say that education does not really matter? And that's why we have a lot of charlatans in our aims of affairs, people holding political space that they cannot fulfill their activities or the reason for holding such a great portfolio. Look at what is happening in the Senate. See what they are doing. A lot of senators backlashing, senators dancing, senators wasting money, senators TikToking, senators saying a lot of, I don't know, on Facebook, on X, senators bantering words with people, and you come to tell me that you are running the affairs of a state. Do we even scrutinize these people before appointing them? And that's why we are always surprised when this administration will come up with a name tomorrow, and some people will say the name is not going, and you find out that the person filling the portfolio is somebody that shouldn't even be, given anything in the local government. Talk more of the Senate and of the even the states go back. They should even be behind the local government. But then people will come out to say that it is grace. I carry grace, not grace of God. This is not grace. You are carrying nonsense. And at the end of the day, you will not fulfill the portfolio, the reason for the appointment. No consultation. You didn't even seek people's opinion. What happens to sampling people's opinion? What happens to participatory, observatory kind of theory that you can use to, sieve, to put together your information? To even conduct anything as such as, okay, let's go for a testing, a sampling. Let's go to the crowd. Let's listen to them. Let's hear them. Do they even watch our interviews on social media? If you really cannot watch the terrestrial, if you're too busy, you have your phones. We have information flying on the social space. Not about purveyors of fake news this time. We're talking about real information. Do you take your time to listen to Nigerians, talk, Nigerians cry, Nigerians plead?
everything we see is one governor Soluto talking about somebody witch hunting. Witch hunting, when we are in this space talking about how best we can move the country forward, how best we can enjoy as a citizen of Nigeria. Well, it happens in every sector. We applaud what is not, even down to the private sector. You see it happen there. This is Nigeria, a nation that does not really appreciate what comes out of the mouths of the citizens. It's just what comes out of the mouths of the senators, of the political appointees. Well, you won't but experience something of this nature. Well, before we go or move out of this studio, before my producer says, "Let me see your back," this morning we'll be bringing Mary Hagebo for our business story. But then we need to wrap up, this talk about the closure of school. What do you think other religious leaders away from the Islam now? The other religious, let's say the traditional people, the Christian, because I know for sure they will still come out to agitate. This is Nigeria, and then you will now see people that will be chasing clouds, people that will be making points that are not that important, that are not that potent. Talk about it, and that's where I get angry. People that are meant to talk now will not talk. People that are meant to make cogent reasons why these things should not come, to existence, or they shouldn't have this transpire across the state. They will not talk until this 5 weeks now ends. You now see them talk about it. This is Nigeria. So what do you think, as for other religious leaders, what should they do to counter this and not do that aggressively? Because I do not put my hands or support or encourage aggression.
So to me, I think they should come to a conclusion, like both religions, or they should come to a conclusion that instead of closing the schools down for 5 weeks, the student can still be going to school, but it
and
should
close
be,
at the particular time.
you can say from 8, like 8 to 2 or 8 to 3. So I think that would be better instead of closing down finally. Like students should not go. You can just make the time shorter. Okay, if you are a Muslim, you can go home by this time, or they can even do it like that. If you are a Muslim students, you should.
How are we sure that
by
these young minds are even observing the Ramadan?
That is
That's why I'm asking for sampling.
That's another thing.
That's why I requested for sampling. Have they sampled them to know how many students are actually observing the fast?
If they are observing it or not, it shouldn't be. Since the Muslims have made the declaration of 5 weeks shut down, if their students are making the declaration or not, the observation or not, that should not be their concern. They should just make, if you are a Muslim student, since they've made that declaration, you can come by the resumption time and maybe close around 2. They should give them that grace.
They should give them the grace. Okay. Michael, what's your own take?
My take is generally they should just look at the welfare of the pupils, look at the welfare of the parents, look at the welfare, because some people who are naive will believe they are helping them. We don't used to pay for school, so they are helping us. My child will work for me at home. They don't know they are. If you do not allow your child to be trained in this formative age, when are you?
No, it's not just about the nursery primary. It also includes the students of the tertiary
and that's
institution.
what I'm saying. Formative age. If they don't get what they should get at the time they should get it, you're already telling me that this will have more charlatans. We'll have more people. my Muslim brothers are not willing to go to a riot, but they believe they are doing something for Allah. They're doing something for the Ramadan. They should just call them and say, okay, let's see
Peace
these
talk.
things together. Let's see these things together. Okay, you give them the WhatsApp, give them different kind of social media handle where they could learn. And as they're learning, they should do the assignment, they should do other things without stress, because they might be saying that
I think they believe that if they go to school or mingle with other children from different and diverse background, they are gonna be a bit away from Allah. They need them to just engage in full engagement in Ramadan.
Full
yes, so
engagement.
that at every point you'll be observing your prayer, you'll be praying, you'll be reading the Holy Quran, and you'll be doing the needful. Well, I will be saying that life goes on whether you go to school or you do not go to school. Life is what it is, whether you study or you do not study. Whether you're learned or not, you will make it if you want to make it. But what way, which path are you applying to become that great person? And do you know also that if you are okay, you are fine, you are big, you are celebrated, and education is a minus from all of these things, it will fear in the nearest future. Because the people that you put at the ends of the affair of your company will cheat you because of what they know, because they are well trained, they are well schooled, and no matter what, there will be a point that you will regret not going to school. If you don't want this to be the portion of your children from the northern part of Nigeria, please cry out to the federal government and say to them that you are against the closure of schools for 5 weeks. 5 weeks is enough to ruin somebody's life, and 5 weeks is enough to make somebody. Yes, we cannot advise them, but then we are just preferring solution, or maybe putting this out for you to understand that we love our kids and we love you also to be a good parent, and the children to be a very great people in the nearest future. And again, it's the month of Ramadan. This is the 3rd day of the holy month of Ramadan. Are you really fasting, or you are just following the bandwagon to observe the Ramadan? If you're really fasting, please do well to stay close to Allah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and please do well to do the needful as a practicing Muslim. Do not indict other people because you want to be them, and do not pull people down because you want to take what does not belong to you. Remember, Allah is love, lives in love, and He wants us to grow in love. Okay, I will be leaving you into the hands of Mary Agabo, as she will be taking you through some interesting stories and how best you can make money and invest your capital in the business segments. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned. But from us here, we are saying bye bye, see you tomorrow.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Mumin and Muminat. The blessed month of Ramadan is here, a time of fasting, reflection, and divine blessings. This season, we bring Ramadan lineups filled with spiritual enlightenment, inspiring discussions, and moments of deep reflection. We invite you to be a part of this noble cause by sponsoring our impactful programs. Let your brand shine in this sacred season, connecting with millions of devoted viewers. Join us in spreading the message of faith, unity, and generosity. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 0703 063 1673 or visit our office 34 Oloyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Estate, Phase 1, Abule Egba, Lagos.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله.
Barakallahu Fiq. Ramadan Kareem.
ولعلكم تشكرون.
and welcome to today's business story. I am Mary Agiobo. The Lagos State Government releases the 2025 Land Use Charge Bills, offering property owners a 15% discount for payments made within 30 days of receipt. The Commissioner for Finance, Abayomi Oluyemi, emphasizes the importance of the land use charge in funding public infrastructure and essential services. He urges property owners to take advantage of the early payments discount while contributing to the state's development. This latest move aligns with the state's broader fiscal policies aimed at improving revenue collection while offering incentives to taxpayers. Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga, announces a working visit to the United Kingdom aimed at strengthening business, diplomatic and strategic cooperation between the two nations. The visit, scheduled from March 2nd to March 5th, 2025, will focus on enhancing bilateral trade, investment and collaboration across key sectors. Ambassador Tuga, in a statement, notes that the visit underscores Nigeria's commitment to fostering deeper economic and diplomatic relations with the United Kingdom. With the United Kingdom being one of Nigeria's top trading partners, the discussions are expected to cover trade policies, investment opportunities, and regional security matters, further solidifying the long-standing relationship between both countries. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum approves a 2-year tax waiver for traders impacted by the September 2024 flood disaster and the Maduguri Monday market fire. The chairman of the Borno State Internal Revenue Service, Professor Ibrahim Bello, discloses that the tax relief is part of the broader economic recovery efforts designed to ease financial burdens on affected businesses and stimulate local commerce. The tax waiver aligns with Borno State's ongoing reforms aimed at enhancing the ease of doing business and supporting economic resilience in disaster-stricken communities. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project calls on President Bola Tinubu to suspend the recent increase in automated teller machine withdrawal fees until a court ruling on the matter is finalized. In a statement made on X, Serap argues that the hike places an undue financial burden on Nigerians, particularly amid economic hardship. The group emphasizes that suspending the fee aligns with constitutional principles and the government's commitment to financial inclusion. The Economic Community of West African States Bank for Investment and Development partners with the European Investment Bank to mobilize €3 million for clean energy projects across West Africa. Supported by the European Union, the initiative aims to accelerate renewable energy adoption, combat climate change, and drive economic development in the region. European Commissioner for International Partnerships, Joseph Sileka, highlights the urgency of the initiative, noting that over 500 million people in Africa still lack access to electricity. And that's all for the business story today. Thanks for staying with us. I am Mary Agiobo.
I see is sometimes not our fault, but most times it's their job to make us drop before we drop. Oh, they've been killing us all. The way they are running the country is so poor, so disheartening and painful. So me and you have so many reasons to stand up all the time and fight every day for better alternative. Let us fight all day for better society. Sare tete mabo. Let's fight this corruption in our nations. Sare tete mabo. Let's fight this starvation across all nations. Sare tete mabo. Let's fight this child abuse, child misuse. Sare tete mabo. Hey, it's for me and you to run. Don't come for revolution now. 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 Revolution. And tell me what you see. What can you call this kind of life that we're living in? Would you wait patiently all day and watch your tomorrow waste away? No. There's a plague in the land, the resources of many being wasted by very few. Our government system is legally corrupt, so allowing legal ways to spending over money. Our government system is legally corrupt, so allowing legal ways to spending over dough. Let us stand up and fight all the time for our right. Oh yeah, run, come. Everybody run, come now for this revolution. Sare tete mabo. Let's fight this corruption in our nations.